Hello, everybody, and welcome to my second episode 2.5 of DNR. Tonight's dinner is something simple. I made beef ribs and corn. If you don't know what that is, that's my dog whining because I give her too much people food. That's my fault. But, anyways, let's get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is misinterpretation. So when we think about misinterpretation, there are so many things that run through our mind, and it's not exactly what we all think that it is. Everyone thinks that the way that they speak or when they say things and they give it thought, that everything that they say is so clear and nobody should not understand what they're saying. Well, it's not what we say, it's how we say it. And more importantly, is the person that you're talking to, are they actually listening? You think they are listening? Okay, well, how do you know that they're listening? Are there things that they're doing that can help you identify those things? Are they nodding? Are they taking notes? Are they opening their eyes wider to let you know, like, or, doing one of these? Are they, crossing their fingers and nodding? Is it a combination? Are they looking down? Or have they, like, put their phone down and dropped everything? Do they do a foot tapping or knee rock? If you think that they're not listening, what are things that they do to make you feel like that they're not listening? Are they on their phone? Are they laughing? Are they cleaning and moving around? Are they watching TV? Are they cutting you off while you're talking? All of these things could possibly mean exactly what it sounds like that it means. But the question is, does this apply to every situation? The answer is no. Every single person is different. Every person evaluates life and look at things very differently. So what if that person has ADHD and they can't do multiple things at one time? I know I can't. Mark asks me to watch TV with him all the time, and I'll be in my phone scrolling through TikTok, watching whatever we're watching on TV. I don't know why, but I cannot do one thing at one time. When I do one thing at one time, it doesn't work well for me. But how do you get this misunderstanding and misinterpretation to work in your way to help you heal better so that you could be less angry? Well, you have to learn the people that you're talking to. You have to learn the people that you're dealing with in your circle, because the only thing that you can control is yourself. And if all you can control is yourself, then the best thing for you to do is to evaluate the things around you. It's not always just about you. We deal with everybody every day in our life. We have relationship with every person that we encounter. Every person has their own little niche. I know I literally sometimes think that I am multitasking and I'm not multitasking. I have to put my phone down. In the beginning of Mark and I's relationship, there was so many times where, like, I would say something to him and I'm like, I said what I said. Like, I don't understand why you don't understand what I said. And he would ask me a question. I'm like, I just said that. And it was not nice, but we've worked past that. Or even more importantly, last night I had a misinterpretation and a misunderstanding. I went to see a friend of mine who has a boat out here, and there was a concert at the boat dock. And when I went to see her, I always back into a parking spot because, we from St. Louis and we back into all our parking spots. We don't know when we got to move fast. But I was backing into my parking spot and I was on the phone with one of my play sisters and I was not paying attention to how close I was. I pulled up and as I was pulling back, I scraped the car that was next to my spot. I pulled back up, pulled into my parking spot, got out. I looked at their car. I looked at my car. They literally had a scratch, like a scuff on their car. What did I do? I got back in my car. I wrote a note, told them what my name was, left my phone number, apologized for scratching their car, told them if they need anything, give me a call, stuck it in the windshield. Proceeded to go about my evening, went to check on my friend, checked on my car 3 times, looking for the owner, didn't know whose car it was, making sure that the note was still there. Well, when I decided to leave and go back to my car and I was just going to sit and wait, I only had a drink. This was my second time at this place, and I couldn't even get service at the bar. My friend had to go get me a drink. I sat at the bar, and the bartender refused to serve me. Um, don't know why. I walked to the line where people were standing in line, and I still didn't get any service. So I just wasn't gonna drink anything. I really only went there to see my friend anyway. So I went back to the boat and waited on my friend. My friend was like, "Hey, I got you a drink," and I was like, "Okay, thank you." I drank that drink. I hung out for about another half an hour. In between time, like I said, I checked on my car and checked on that car. I didn't run from the scene. I parked next to the person and I left a note. I was waiting to make sure that that person got my information. When I went to hug my friends to walk back to my car, to make sure that the note was still there or that that person had left and gotten the note, there was a young man, a young lady, and a older gentleman, which I found out was the manager of the restaurant, standing next to the car that I bumped into. And I was like, "Oh, hey, is this your car? Did you get my note?" And both gentlemen didn't say anything to me. And the young lady's on the phone, and she's like, "Oh, the owner of the car is here." And I'm like, "Did you guys call the police?" Like, now mind you, the bumper is not broken. It's literally barely a scratch on this bumper. And I was like, "I left you guys a note. I don't understand why you called the police. Like, you could have just called my number. I would have just gave you my insurance information." Like, it literally just a scuff on this car. And like, I wasn't even going that fast. I was rolling into the parking spot. But anyway, uh, the manager then proceeds to tell me that I need to calm down. And I'm like, "You escalated the situation further than you needed to. Like, you could even got on the intercom or the mic, because again, they had talent playing, and asked, 'Can the owner of such and such car please come to the front?' And you guys didn't even do that." He was like, "Well, that's not my job." I was like, "Well, I did my job. I left my phone number and my information." Like, so I'm getting upset. And he's like, "Well, you need to calm down. We'll deal with this when the cops get here." I was like, "You are being a jerk right now." I kind of called him the D word, but then he told me I was being a female dog. And I feel like, even though I felt like that manager could have shown those teenagers a better way to handle said situation, there was obviously misinterpretation in this entire interaction between me, the manager, the person whose car it was, and the young lady who called the police. They claimed that I didn't leave a note, but I know they left a note because when the cop got there, when he came to bring me back my license, he called me Allie. And that's the name that I left on my notes. So how did you know that that was my name if I didn't leave a note? Either way it goes, again, the only thing that I can control and could have controlled in that situation was myself. And the misinterpretation was, did they have the right to call the police? Absolutely. Did I have the right to get upset? That's my own prerogative. Should I have gotten upset? Probably not. I was probably just built up over the fact that I had a bad experience at the restaurant to begin with, and then it was staff there, and then that's how the situation was handled. So, was the manager listening to me? No. Was I listening to him? Absolutely not. Did either one of us do any of the indicators that I just told you? No. Did we notice? Probably not, because we were all ticked off. So, at the end of the day, the moral of the story is misinterpretation will always happen. The only thing that you can control is yourself. So to take a step back and to make sure that you are doing your best to watch your surroundings and to pay attention to people and their notions and what they're giving off in energy to you and the words and body language, then that'll teach you a better way for you to prevent you from having a misinterpretation. So I hope that works out for you guys. I am going to have dinner with my fiance. I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of DNR. Bye.